In this video, we will check gold price chart and the trade, stock market, DXY, dollar's strongest currency among others, government bonds, and many more. I'm Nami and this is Nami Analysis. Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Nami. Yesterday I put in a gold trade that I said every time we have geopolitical conflicts like wars which happened in Israel, we will have a move on the price of the gold, which you see that at the moment that we were talking, the price were around here. And you see, as long as Asian market opens, the price jumped up like around $20 just jumped. So we will update our scenario for trading, which I was about to trade these areas, which the price passed. It's really good. I'm happy. Now I have a beautiful range to trade, something above here or below here. Clean range to the left, inside, both scenarios. So I'm going to go to the 1 hour, drawing my resistance and the supports that made. Again, like the other trades, if we break below this area, I'm going short. And if we go closure above this area, I'm going long. Let's check the left inside. You see, if I extend this, we have clear range to here and then there. All the way clear range. Again here, from this area to this area, I have a clear range. So we can make some money today. Easy money. I don't want to make this video long. There's another thing I saw on my terminal, trading terminals. I saw this price jump made a gap. So every time we see a gap on the price, be sure 100% that gap going to be filled. But when, we don't know. So, as you see, the price at the moment of the opening the market were around this candle. You see this 1 hour candle? This is where the Asian market opened. Here we had this major resistance. So, if the price being at the top of this resistance, let me mark it. And we'll make it yellow to make the difference. This is C-Trader, guys. I used to trade on the MetaTrader 5, but now I found this more easier for me and more clear, more updated than MetaTrader. Anyway, so if the price is consolidating above 1849, 1850, we can have this idea that this gap is not going to be filled today. So we will have a nice long trade here in this area, the area that I showed on the trading view as well, which is like 150 pip. And for sure, I'm going to trade this on the New York Open. And if we get short, we have another 100 pip. This is what I was about to say for the gap. So if the price were above this area, we can be sure that it's going to go up. And if it goes below this yellow line, we can be sure that the gap is going to be filled. So if it's trade above, the gap is not going to be filled. If it's trade below here, the gap will be filled. We don't know. We will check these two scenarios around New York Open and see which closure we got. We go on that way. Okay. Let's go to DXY. Because of this conflict, we see a little move down for the DXY, which I see that as a correction, because as you see, DXY is one of the strongest currencies among other pairs. So what will cause this DXY to weaken, which is the baskets. The DXY is a basket of some currencies, which dollar is one of them, and it's going to be compared to few other major currencies. So any of those other currencies getting stronger, it can impact this. And also that political problems that's happening can do that. And also, let's check the government bonds. This is 3 months government bonds. As you see, it's on the highest level. 2 year still at the highest level. And also 10 years at its highest level. The point is, the Federal Reserve projection for the future is going to be mostly keeping the rates at the same rates that we are now. There are few members that are saying we can have more increase in rates, but as we saw on the dot plot that's released, we see that for the Q1 of the 2024 is going to be the same rates, 5.25 and 5.50. And after the Q1, around spring, April, we will have a decrease of rate hikes. All of these depends on the data, especially the inflation data that we are going to have this week, CPI. I told yesterday, we will have a very high impact. With this war happening, it will have more impact. And also, another thing is the debt ceiling, which the government couldn't keep their spendings low, and it passed $33 trillion for the first time in the history. So this government couldn't keep their promises and keep their spending low. So this is a big risk. We might have a government shutdown on 17th of the November, if I'm not mistaken. We should have an eye on it. So for the weakening of the DXY dollar, I says the one thing is the baskets that the other currencies gonna be compared to the dollar. One of them is getting stronger, the dollar get weakened. The more recession data, if it's coming, we will see that DXY gonna stay or maybe decrease. And also less inflation data in compared to other previous months that we saw. Government shutdown due to debt ceiling in 17th of November. Energy price, if it's still going to be high and maybe increase, it will have an impact on DXY. More geopolitics conflicts that maybe cause dollar being the safe haven and will make the DXY stronger again. So as you see, we should have an eye on news and economic data with strategy and good timing to keep our money safe in the market. Okay guys, that's it for today. Be safe and don't forget that we will trade these areas in the New York open time, above this long, below this short. And be remember that this big candle is a gap. So we will feel it today or later, we don't know. But as the big move happened, we can be sure that we can make money on retesting this area, which is going to be the gap fill, or going up to these areas, we will long and make money. Be safe, take care.